Hi, friends. 31 chapters of the book of Proverbs in 31 days. Here we go. Proverbs chapter 28. The wicked run away when no one is chasing them, but the godly are as bold as lions. Yes, Lord. When there is moral rot within a nation, its government topples easily, but wise and knowledgeable leaders bring stability. A poor person who oppresses the poor is like a pounding rain that destroys the crops. To reject the law is to praise the wicked. To obey the law is to fight them. Folks we have to remember we need to be a people of righteousness and law in any country, whatever land you live in. The laws are meant to be obeyed. If they're not working, we change them. But when laws are in place, it's a blessing to have them. It guides society and it guides us as people. And God's law does the same thing for us. Moving on, verse 5. Evil people don't understand justice, but those who follow the Lord understand completely. Better to be poor and honest than to be dishonest and rich. Young people who obey the law are wise. Those with wild friends bring shame to their parents. Income from charging high interest will end up in the pocket of someone who is kind to the poor. God detests the prayers of a person who ignores the law. Wow, how about that, folks? If we are lawless, God doesn't even hear our prayers. Help us, Lord. Those who lead good people along an evil path will fall into their own trap, but the honest will inherit good things. Rich people may think they are wise, but a poor person with discernment can see right through them. When the godly succeed, everyone is glad. When the wicked take charge, people go into hiding. People who conceal their sins will not prosper. But if they confess and turn from them, they will receive mercy. I have to say this here. Confessing sin is good, but it's turning away from it that brings us mercy. We just don't confess sin. Well, I'm just going to keep on doing evil. No. We're not fooling the Lord, folks. So when we confess, we're recognizing our sin and our faults, and then we turn from it to be more like the Lord has called us to be. That's what produces good fruit. Moving on, verse 14. Blessed are those who fear to do wrong, but the stubborn are headed for serious trouble. A wicked ruler is as dangerous to the poor as a roaring lion or an attacking bear. A ruler with no understanding will oppress his people, but one who hates corruption will have a long life. A murderer's tormented conscience will drive him into the grave. Don't protect him. Wow, that's heavy. Verse 18, the blameless will be rescued from harm, but the crooked will be suddenly destroyed. A hard worker has plenty of food, but a person who chases fantasies ends up in poverty. The trustworthy person will get a rich reward, but a person who wants quick riches will get into trouble. Showing partiality is never good, yet some will do wrong for just a piece of bread. Greedy people try to get rich quick, but don't realize they're headed for poverty. In the end, people appreciate honest criticism far more than flattery. Folks, I always want people to be honest and truthful, even if at the time it hurts, right? Don't we really want that? We don't want flattery. We don't want things like that overshadowing us. And we're going to get rid of that phone call because we don't want the interruption. Verse 24. Anyone who steals from his father and mother and says, "What's wrong with that?" is no better than a murderer. Wow. Honor thy father and thy mother, folks. We have to. Greed causes fighting. Trusting the Lord leads to prosperity. Those who trust their own insight are foolish, but anyone who walks in wisdom is safe. Folks, walking in the wisdom of the Lord, not just on our own thoughts. Never be one that feels like I can't be told anything, or nobody needs to tell me anything, or I don't need to hear from the Lord. The Lord calls us throughout Proverbs to seek wisdom, knowledge, discernment, understanding, surround ourselves with good counsel so that we can walk in wisdom and humility. Yes, Lord. Verse 27, whoever gives to the poor will lack nothing, but those who close their eyes to poverty will be cursed. Yes, Lord, help us to always be sensitive to those in need. When the wicked take charge, people go into hiding. When the wicked meet disaster, the godly flourish. Proverbs chapter 28.